Hey, what's up guys? Mint-City here, back again with another video, and today I am bringing you my quick and easy guide to Seer. Now, my quick and easy guide for Rampart really blew up, and it's the first really successful video where you guys gave me a lot of positive feedback and wanting more, and I really appreciate that because this channel is actually my secondary channel. I have a mobile gaming channel that I post on like 3 times a week, and it has over 1,000 subscribers, so that's where I put most of my effort. And this Mint-City Plays channel is basically other games that I play, but it's mostly just turned into Apex Legends because I love Apex Legends. And it's kind of just like a video journal for me and my squad to look back at our games, kind of analyze our games, and just reflect on how much we've improved at it. So now, with all of that positive reception, I want to take this channel a little bit more seriously and post more regularly. And hopefully you guys have seen that in the recent weeks after that Rampart video. But thanks again, and feel free to comment down below any feedback you guys have for this one. Now let's get into it. Now with Seer, he is a really good legend. People really sleep on him because admittedly Bloodhound is just a better alternative to Seer and he's easier to utilize, but Seer really has a niche that if played correctly you can really wreck with him, and you can easily play Seer to masters and to mid masters, I would say. But then I guess when you're getting to high masters, you're kind of handicapping yourself by not using Bloodhound over Seer, because unfortunately Seer is just a worse version of Bloodhound. But like I said, if you play him correctly, you can really own, and he is a completely different flavor from Bloodhound. So let's get right into it. Now, with Seer, he has a Heart Seeker passive, and when you aim down sight, there's little yellow dials that will guide you to where the enemy's located, and when you're on the enemy, they will be fully highlighted. So you can use that to locate enemies within a 75 meter radius, which is really useful. So you want to be constantly using your aim down sight function, whether your gun is out or not. You can put away your gun for kind of a wider looking area, so it gives you the bigger picture, or you can do it with your gun out. It doesn't matter, but constantly be checking this, especially when you're coming around nooks and crannies, corners, buildings. This really helps out and relay that information to your team. This is especially useful in ranked, and it's just great that you always have this and you can always refer to this at any time, and it doesn't have a cooldown. Now with Seer's second ability, or should I say, his tactical is focus of attention. Now this is what every Seer player that I come across in pubs, it feels that way, uses incorrectly. Now people are treating this like a Bloodhound scan or a Bloodhound tactical, and that's not what you want to do. So for instance, this is what people are doing. They see a player on their heartbeat, they're like, oh crap, I'm gonna highlight him real quick, because the highlight does last for a long time. It tells you what their armor is, as what their shields are, and what their health is. Now, it does last quite a long time, but that's not what you want to do right at the start. Unless you can get their entire team in one scan, it's not really worth it to toss it, because the tactical is very easy to avoid and dodge, especially for experienced players. So what you want to do, and this is the correct way to use Seer's tactical, is you want to damage some other guys, and say, so you damage a guy and they're really low and they run behind cover right here, which is what any smart player would do. If they're really damaged, they're not going to keep on challenging you unless they're really dumb. And so they run behind cover. That is when you want to use Seer's tactical, because this will cancel any healing they're doing, whether they're adding shields or adding health, and then it'll also cancel revives or revives as well. So they might be trying to res their teammate right there and revive their teammate, then it will cancel that out too. So that split-second moment of decision making and saving this for the right moment is the most important thing you can learn as Seer. And the more you play him, the more you will learn what the moment is. But the easiest way to just teach yourself is just be like, you know what? Until I damage at least one person on their team, I am not using his tactical right off the bat. Rely on this instead, know where they're at, and then relay that info to your team, and then once they're damaged and they're stationary behind cover, toss the tactical and you're good to go. That's probably the most important little bit of information for you guys during this guide. Now his ultimate is Exhibit. Now this tosses a little, like his heartbeat, like his heart basically, And here's this bubble. Within this bubble, anyone will be revealed as long as they're sprinting. So if they're crouching, they won't be revealed. If they're walking, they won't be revealed. So usually if a player is smart or they know how to play against Seer, they will try to finesse it and they won't sprint unless they have to. So don't rely solely on this dome for information on where people are. Combine it with your heartbeat sensor and your tactical as well in order to be super effective. And you want to relay that information, and your teammates can see what you see in the bubble too. Now, what's important with this ultimate is that you don't want to toss it out in the open like I just did. You want to toss it behind cover where you know it'll take at least the other team a little bit of time to find where it is, because if they destroy it, that sucks. Now, the cooldown of Seer's ultimate is actually pretty quick, and if you're still being pretty aggressive, you can have it almost every engagement you get in. But you want to use it sparingly because you don't, like, I guess not use it sparingly, but you want to be aware that every time you throw your ultimate, it's a third-party beacon. Everyone will see that bubble, know that there's an engagement or likely an engagement about to happen, and they will hightail it to your position. So every time you use your ultimate, even more than usual, be ready to fight after you wrap up a fight. So if you're not ready for the next fight, clear out of that bubble and get far away from it. But if you are, stay in that bubble and expect someone to come for you quickly afterwards. Now, everything I've just said, it's just a series of habits. You want to be habitually looking down your iron sights and be aware of the radius, because it will show you the radius. There's a slight blue radius all around you that will show. See, you're seeing it right there on that rock right there. That's the 75-meter radius, and when you move, it shows you. So constantly be checking your iron sights, aiming down sight to see where teams are. Use the tactical at the right moment when they're behind cover and stationary and you've already damaged them to cancel those heals, cancel those revives, and use the ultimate pretty much every engagement you get, because it's got a fast cooldown. Throw it behind cover so that it doesn't get destroyed right away, and use your other abilities while the bubble is up to have full communication with your teammates all at the same time. It's just a series of doing those things over and over again, and you will be slaying out with Seer way more than you were before. He is a very fun legend to play, in my opinion, and he's not just a simple scan like Bloodhound. You have to learn situations, use abilities at the right time. So I hope this helps you out. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and I appreciate you guys being here. Sub, and take it easy.